Whether you like it or not, sales or new patient generation is a vital part of running a practice. Nothing happens until a transaction occurs. If you notice, the busiest practices aren't necessarily the ones that have more experience or skills than you do. They just know how to market themselves better. McDonald's is not the one that sells the tastiest burgers, but they sell the most. Are you with me on this? I was reading one of the best-selling books in sales called The Ultimate Sales Machine, written by Chet Holmes, and it had this saying: when you sell, you break a rapport. When you educate, you build it. Sales is all about building rapport with your prospects. This definitely works in medical industry nature when you can't really apply a lot of aggressive selling techniques as others. That's why education through content marketing is a must if you want to generate more patient inquiries without coming across as a sales organization. Educating your patients allows you to increase their interest in buying. If the information you give is good and useful, it automatically gets you from seller to expert relative to your competitors. Hi there, it's Huyen Truong here, and welcome to OMD TV and Podcast show, the place to be to grow and scale your practice. You can now see the importance of educating patients, and in the previous episode, I talked about the 3 creative ways to increase existing patients' referrals, and one of which is to organize patient seminar. In this episode, I'm going to show you 5 things, do's and don'ts, when it comes to organizing a patient seminar or dinner with doc event. Now, let's recap a bit on the benefits of dinner with doc event or patient seminar. This is another type of experience you can create for your existing patients and prospects on a regular basis, such as monthly. We believe that your existing patients are the best advocates to promote your practices. You can create a smaller scale, intimate dinner hosting around 30 patients and their friends and family members. At these events, you can feature seminars speaking about the most common questions or let patients learn more about the latest treatment or technology. You might think that it would cost a lot of money to host this sort of event, but it's actually not. Some of our clients have done this on a regular basis, and the cost per patient for dinner and location included is around $100 mark. Florida, US-based facial plastic and reconstructive surgeon Dr. Ross, a Cleveland who owns Cleveland Face and Body Specialist, said his cosmetic practice hosts 2 to 3 patient seminars a month. Generally, from 50 to 80 people attend, and for a luncheon or dinner gathering at a local restaurant, hotel, country club, bistro, or museum. It may sound like a big investment, but wait, Dr. Cleveland reports that on average 40% of the attendees book practice results, and revenue from the patient seminars are 10 to 15 times what they cost. Dr. Cleveland also mentioned that patient seminars are an ideal avenue for attracting new patients to your practice and reinforcing the relationship with existing patients who often attend as well. There are also other benefits, according to Dr. Cleveland, who has 3 locations along Florida's coastline. Among those, patient seminars are an opportunity for guests to have face-to-face experiences with the doctors and staff, and the seminars created a level of comfort and familiarity, and people build relationships. Dr. Cleveland said at the end of the presentation and toward the end of lunch or dinner, Dr. Cleveland said that their patient care coordinators walk around the room, speak with everyone attending, and ask if they would like to book a consultation or not. And to keep in touch with all attendees, including those who don't book at the event, Dr. Cleveland's staff captures each attendee's name, address, email, and a quick survey of cosmetics procedure interest. Then, soon after the seminar, the staff calls everyone who attended, thanking them and asking if they'd like to book in a consultation or not, and if they haven't already. Finally, everyone is added to the email list for further nurturing. Now, there are 5 do's and don'ts for patient seminars. The first thing is do have a plan. One of my favorite quotes from Benjamin Franklin about planning is, if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. And I created a habit over the years to plan everything I do. And do you notice that even if you plan things very well, some things might still pop up unexpectedly? It's the same thing for seminar and any patient generation event. You need to have a detailed algorithm for how to run a seminar, from marketing that begins 4 weeks prior to the event to a detailed plan for the event, including needed supplies, assigned roles, seating, etc. It doesn't end there. The plan also needs to address everything from cleanup to follow-up with a series of touches and phone calls to cultivate prospects. In fact, if your practice runs a lot of seminars, you can develop a template from your best presentation and use this for the next events. In our signature online course called Webinar Sales Funnel, we provide a patient-engaging presentation template that is designed to speak to your prospective patients' problems, hopes, and dreams, and naturally lead them to inquire you for the consult at the end of the presentation. I leave the link to this 5 hours online course in the show note below so you can check that out.
This course contains 6 key modules for establishing your own effective webinar marketing system, including Module 1, nailing your webinar presentation content. Module 2, maximizing the pre-webinar experience. Module 3, the post-webinar follow-up. Module 4, how to nail your webinar setup. Module 5, webinar promotion. And Module 6, reviewing webinar performance. Now, this isn't just an information training video series, as we will also be providing you incredible bonus material that will make setting up your own webinar marketing system very easy.
The second thing is you need to do proper marketing for the events to ensure adequate attendance. You need to market the event through multiple venues, including your own patient database, website traffic, social media, their friends and family members, and lookalike audience. You can consider reaching out to one of your business partners, affiliate contacts, or influencers to ask them to collaborate with these events to increase their attendance. Make sure to have automated SMS event reminder enabled to remind attendance and call them a week and a day before the event to confirm their attendance. The second thing is you need to do is don't hold seminars that compete with other big local and national events. It's tough to hold these seminars during Christmas seasons when everyone's busy. You might want to hold one instead during early December. You don't want to have an event on Melbourne Cups Day, on Election Day, or any other major events. You can list all the events in your local community and make sure there isn't any charitable event going on that day. The third thing is don't cut corners. Depending on the lifetime value of a patient and their potential referral, you consider the budgets per guest for this sort of event. It can range from $100 to $300. If you know your cost of new patient acquisition, it will be easier for you to work out the budgets for this event. For example, some cosmetic clinics we know book the events at upscale places. As for them, they know that they are dealing with a population that has a certain level of expectation. And at these practices, they're dealing with a lot of patients who have a major cosmetic surgery. So the dining experience must exceed their expectations. Now, the fourth thing is don't put all your marketing eggs into the seminar basket. Earlier in this video episode, I talk a lot about the success of Dr. Cleveland's patient seminar events. As active as Dr. Cleveland's seminar schedule is, patient seminars do not make up the biggest part of his marketing budget. Digital marketing activities, including website management, search engine optimization, pay-per-click advertising, and more, have that distinction. Each marketing strategy is like a spoke on a wheel, and they work together to drive patients to the practice. The seminars are closely tied to what the practice does on social media and are promoted on the practice website, Instagram, Facebook, and more, he says. Now, to recap, you need to have a process in place for your team to organize patient seminar events. You can record the presentation and use this as a lead magnet for your website in the webinar format. And if you want to learn more about how to set up an automated webinar sales funnel, we created a 5-hour training course showing you the step-by-step guide to set up the webinar and provide you with all the templates that you need to set up the ultimate sales machine for your practice. by implementing the patient seminar or dinner with doc event that I mentioned above, you will see the new patient consults and existing patient referral rate improved immediately. If you want us to help you promote your patient seminar or dinner with doc event through digital marketing channels or create a webinar sales funnel for your practice, we'd like you to take the next step, which is to book in a 15-minute discovery call with us so we can learn more about you to see if we can help you. Thank you very much for listening today, and I hope to talk to you in our discovery call soon. Bye for now.